All right, we're going to start exploring ideas about composition. So I'd like you to use your charcoal, and we want a rectangular format. All right, that's what we're going to call the space within which we compose. All right, we could have a rectangular format, we could compose within a triangle, we could have different size rectangles, squares. This is traditionally, in Western art, lots of rectangular compositions. It's what we take pictures with a rectangular format. All right, here's what I'd like you to do. This is a little involved. You're gonna break this thing up into using only horizontal and vertical lines. All right, so the idea is to get used to this rectangle as a space within which to compose. All right, we're going to talk about rhythms, and I'm just working intuitively here, and I'm deciding where to kind of break this thing up. Okay. Again, only horizontals and verticals. Okay. So I'm sort of figuring out what's pleasant to me about how to break this thing up, and there's a second part to this, so hang on for a second. I'm breaking it up into a bunch of different, see, these are all considered shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 shapes now are within this format. I'm going to break it up a few more times. Again, just working completely intuitively, making a geometric composition. All right, so after you get about 25, 30 shapes in here, then what I want you to do is bring in your eraser, and I want you to eliminate. You're going to compose through eliminating lines, and you're going to end up with 5 shapes in the end. All right, so I got rid of those shapes, and all of a sudden, instead of, 8 or 10 here, I've got 1 shape. This is now considered 1 shape. All right, and I'm going to eliminate a few more. Again, I'm not spending a lot of time I want you to spend more time on this and consider it and think about how these shapes relate to one another, and I want you to think about variety. You can go back and change your mind too. Maybe I want to break that apart. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 now. You get rid of some of these. And you might, again, look for a variety of shapes and a variety of sizes. These are all pretty much the same size, so I don't like that too much. Maybe I'll make this thing one whole big shape. All right, so this is kind of a strange composition here. I don't know how much I like it, but I want you to just experience this idea of, I got 1 shape here, 2 shapes here, 3, 4, 5. All right, so that's breaking apart this format. I got 2 largest shapes, 3 smaller ones. Play around with that. I want you to do 2 of those, okay? And I want you to follow that procedure where you deal with a rectangle, break it apart into 25, 30 shapes, then edit it down and figure out, again, I'm not overly impressed at all with this. I want you to spend more time considering what you think is an interesting way to break up this rectangle geometrically and have 5 shapes that relate to each other in an interesting way.